Assalamu alaikum. Very good day to you. And at first, I would like to provide all types of praise for the Almighty Allah who has given me a chance to join such like a digital platform. And today, I am going to take a session on accounting. And before launching my presentation, I would like to introduce myself at first. And here I am Mohammad Hussain, lecturer, Department of Accounting, Government Hussain Said Sarodi College, Magura. And today's topic is transaction. I strongly believe that at the end of the session, you will understand all things very clearly, and it will be so easy and understandable that you can realize all the transactions, identifying and measuring the respective issue that are usually given to you on question paper. So I must not prolong my speech. Let's go to the respective slide that I have already set for you. And before it, I want to clarify the transaction, the characteristics of transaction. A transaction, it must be two parties involvement at least two parties involvement. One side will be debit and another side will be credit. And number two, it must be measured by common monetary terms, either by a dollar, pound sterling, or any other currency, or taka. It must be measured by common monetary terms. And number three, it must be changed the financial position of both parties. It must be changed the financial position of both parties by exchanging product or services. Okay, now again, at least two parties involvement. It must be measured by common monetary terms. It must be changed the financial position of both parties. That means it will affect on accounting equation. That means on A equal to L plus OE. A for assets, L for liabilities, and OE means owner's equity. Okay. Now we will observe in what procedure the transaction will be recorded. Transaction will be recorded on the basis of accrual basis and cash basis. Accrual basis and number two, cash basis. On the basis of accrual, when the revenue will incurred, only then it will be recorded. In this case, if the cash payment is not made, then also it will be recorded. That means when the revenue will incur in the organization, it will be recorded. And it is mentionable that the modern accounting based on accrual and generally accepted accounting principles. On the basis of accrual, generally accepted accounting principle is considered. That means GAAP maintain the accrual basis. GAAP allow the accrual basis. On the cash basis, by it, when the cash payment and cash receipt will be made, then it will be recorded. By this process, cash payment and cash receipt will be recorded. It is not accepted by generally accepted accounting principles. While doing the respective math, you must keep in your mind, I am a owner of the organization and or I am a organization. I am a organization myself, or I am the owner of the organization. If you think as like that, then the respective math will be so easy for you to calculate. So transaction is the second session of my respective issue. Event, sometimes it may not a transaction, but event plus three characteristics. Number one, it at least two parties involvement. It must be measured by common monetary terms. It must change the financial position of both parties. Event plus three characteristics equal to transaction. Okay. Now within 1 minute, you will understand all things at the same time, which one is transaction and which one is not. So for this reason of being, you have to look very clearly. Event. Which one has come? Which one has gone out from the business? Which one has come into the business? Answer. Here the answer question. If you got two answers, then it will be transaction. If you got one answer only, then it will be transaction. If you got zero answer, then it will be not a transaction. Say, Mr. Sohel has started his business with 50,000 taka. It is an event. So which one has come into the business and which one has gone out from the business? Which one has come into the business? Cash. Which one has gone out from the business? Nothing. So it is a transaction. We have got one answer. He purchased cash 15,000 taka product. He purchased product. It is an event. Which one has come into the business? Products. Which one has gone out from the business? Cash. So it is also a transaction. Number 3, he paid 10,000 taka to a creditor. So it is also an event. It is also an event. The question to you, which one has come into the business and which one has gone out from the business? Which one has come into the business? Nothing. Which one has gone out from the business? Cash. So it is also a transaction. It is also a transaction. So very easy. He provided an order, product purchase, for product purchase. It is also an order. Which one has come into the business and which one has gone out business? Nothing. It is also an order. There is no financial matter has engaged here. This is why it is not a transaction. He paid 2,000 taka for advertising expenses. Which one has come into the business? Nothing. Which one has gone out from the business? Cash. So it is a transaction. It is a transaction. Number 6. He paid salary 7,000 taka to Mr. Mamun as a manager. Not paid. He appointed. This is why it is not a transaction. He didn't pay. He just appoint as a deed. He will pay 7,000 taka. So it is not a transaction. It is only an appointment. It is not a transaction. He withdraw 3,000 taka for personal use from the business. So here there is a connectivity with the business. So which one has come into the business? Nothing. Which one has gone out from the business? Cash. So though it is for the purpose of personal use, but this amount has gone out from the business. This is why which amount has gone out from the business? Cash. So it is a transaction. It is a transaction. Now, number 8. His personal fund has been stolen. So there is no connectivity with the business. So which one has come into the business and which one has gone out from the business? Nothing. Personal fund has been stolen. There is no connectivity with the business. So which one has come into which one has come into the business and which one has gone out from the business? Nothing. So it is not a transaction. Number 9. He make a deed with Hashem Brothers for the purpose of purchasing products 10,000 taka every month. So it is only a deed. So there is no connectivity with the finance at present. This is why it is not a transaction. It is not a transaction. It is only a deed. So this is the facts. It is only a deed. Number 10. He sold 10,000 taka to Mr. Hanif on credit. So which one has come into the business? And assurance. Assurance means it also as like a cash. So which one has come out? Nothing. One has from the business? Product. So which one has come into the nothing? Which one has come out from the business? Product. So it is also a transaction. So this system is very easy for you to understand. Which one has come into the business, which one has gone out. If you got the 2 answers, then it will be transaction. If you got 1 answer, it will be a transaction. If you got 0 answer, then it will be not a transaction. Now it is time for you to set in what way you have to submit to the exam. 50,000 capital he started his business with 50,000 taka as capital. So in what procedure? 50,000 cash has come into the business. On the otherwise, ownership of the company has increased by 50,000 taka. 15,000 taka purchased product for 15,000 taka in cash. It is a transaction. So for the purpose of cash, cash has been garnered from the business by 15,000 taka. On the otherwise, the owner's equity has decreased by 15,000 taka. Okay. A purchase order has been made for 8,000 taka. It is not a transaction. It is only an order. It is only an order. It is not a financial interaction with the business at present. This is why it is not a transaction. Okay. For the purpose of own use, the owner has drawn 3,000 taka from the business. So here there is a connectivity with the business. This is why it is a transaction, because from the business 3,000 taka has been decreased. On the otherwise, the owner's equity has decreased by 3,000 taka. Number 5, 10,000. Mr. Hanif's from Mr. Hanif's 10,000 taka of product has been sold to Mr. Hanif. This is why we will collect the amount from Mr. Hanif Traders, and on the otherwise, as it is revenue, so the owner's equity will be increased. 10,000 taka accounts receivable will be increased, and side by side the owner's equity will be increased by 10,000 taka. So this is all. I hope so. This is so easy for you to understand very clearly. And besides, you have to study at your home on your text book so that you may understand all things very clearly and realize. I strongly believe that this formula is very much effective for you to understand all the transactions of your any textbook. So wishes with the best of luck, and I hope so. It will be so easy for you to understand all things at the same time. So dear learners, thank you all.